super attractive, you know, whatever. Anyway, so finally I would like match with people and I'd be like, all right, I'm into it, right? And so there was like one guy in particular where I went out on like 4 dates with him and he would not make a move. And I'm not talking about like taking my clothes off and let's have sex. I'm talking about give me a kiss, right? So I think it was like on the 3rd date or something. And obviously he liked me because we kept going out on dates, right? During one of the dates, we went and had brunch, okay? We got drunk on bottomless mimosas.
If he doesn't make a move there, he's never gonna make a move.
I'm feeling real good, right? And I'm like, this guy's hot, like, whatever, I'm into it. He walks me back to my place, and I'm like, he's gonna make a move. But then I noticed that he's being timid, and I was like, I'm gonna make a move, right?
So, I can't wait to see how this ends. I don't know how this ends.
So I went in and tried to give him a kiss, and he did not reciprocate.
What is this?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, but that's so weird.
Yeah.
I have a theory.
Well, okay, all right. Before you get to your theory, though, I don't know. Like, I felt like he liked me. We went out one more time after that, and I remember wearing like the shortest skirt that I had. And like we went to a bar.
Man, you tried hard, man. You put some work
I don't know,
in
but I like liked him, and look, I had so many flops that I was like, I'm into this guy. Like, he was also smart, and like we had great conversation. We had a good time. I'm like, come on, man.
My theory's 100%
like
sound.
You're perfect. Anyway, I want to hear your theory now. But anyway, we went out on one last date. And we were at a bar, and like I think I put my hand on his thigh as we were sitting down, and like he didn't really get too physical with me. And then I was like, why don't we go watch a movie at my place? And then we went to my place to watch a movie, and then finally I was like, wow, he's really not gonna make a move. I went into my room and I changed into pajamas, and then I fell asleep on the couch.
Wow, Tinder's crazy. Wow, I can't believe how hot Tinder is.
And then he left, and we never spoke again.
Okay, so my theory's 1,000,000% true, and every guy out there already knows it.
What is it?
He's gay. Yeah, of course. Edwin said it at the same time as I did. Everybody knows it, right? Okay, now here's why. First, you had great conversations with them. Gay. I mean, guys, they're not thinking about conversations. They're thinking about getting in your pants. They don't have time. They're using too much brain energy trying to figure out how to take your clothes off, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm largely kidding about that, but not completely. Okay, and no, seriously, like he wants to be straight. He wants to pretend to be straight, but he's like. He was quote unquote theoretically attracted enough to you. It's not like, okay, one theory is you're ugly, but then why would he keep going out with you?
Everyone knows that theory is wrong.
Please, I don't know. Okay, but no, but if he found you unattractive, he wouldn't keep going out with you anyway.
Right. So
obviously there's a baseline attractiveness if he was on the level.
Right.
But he never makes a move, so he's not on the level. Now. And I wouldn't have said gay if you hadn't made the move and he rebuffed you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
He did rebuff
He could be timid. That's totally normal, right?
Yeah.
Super normal. But if you went in and he cock-blocked himself, I mean, you don't cock-block yourself unless you're gay.
That's right. That's interesting.
You see what I'm saying?
I don't think, maybe your theory is right. I don't know.
How did that not occur to you?
It really did.
It's so obvious.
And
like you guys were good friends. You're going to bottomless mimosas in West Hollywood. You know, I assume he was well dressed.
He's usually well dressed.
Yeah, come on.
He is. But look, there was like, I guess most dudes I encountered on Tinder were gay then, because it was like...
Well, she lives in West Hollywood, so it's not actually that crazy. Now, of course, if you're gay and you're out of the closet and you know it and you got no problem with it, well, you're on Grindr, you're not on Tinder, and nobody's shy on Grindr. Okay. Yeah. So, but the guys who haven't quite come out, they're like, oh, yes, I am still on Tinder. How are you? Let us go on many senseless dates.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because most guys, like, they never did anything disrespectful. They didn't try to jump into anything sexual. And like after going out on like for the people that I did actually meet up with, it was usually more than one date, right? And like after date 2, it was like, I want you to be my girlfriend. And it's like, wait, isn't this supposed to be the other way around? Like, no, I don't want that.
That's interesting. Maybe they were doing that like because they thought that's what you wanted. Like that's
no.
That's interesting.
I gave them no reason to believe that I was looking for a relationship.
When I was look again, there's like almost a generational difference here. But when I was going out, I always assumed that girls wanted to go. Like it was not in my era. Okay, I'm from the greatest generation, my generation. Okay. Anyway, no. I would have said that to appease women. Like no one ever assumed, as far as I know, when I was single, that women just want to hook up and have sex. Like that wouldn't have even occurred to you.
It's really interesting because I think a lot of people have, I don't know, I think that they make assumptions about me and who I am, right? So like with Christian, first of all, I was kind of the one who made the first move because he was worried that I wouldn't be into him, right? And so like I hate that. I hate that I have to be the one that
might be a part of it. Like the first guy's super gay. There's no question about that. The other guys who were more timid and like thought you might want to date and all that stuff. Because that reminds me, I once went out with a news anchor in D.C. when I was young, when I was like 26, 27 in that ballpark. And she was a well-established anchor on TV and she was really beautiful. And I couldn't believe I didn't believe we were on a date. I literally didn't believe we were on a date. Looking back on it, it was obviously a date. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And I was so scared, like I would never have like been brazen enough to think that I could hook up with her. Right? Like it wouldn't have occurred to me to make a move.
Yeah. I don't think that's what went through.
So now that's it. Yes, that's an extreme example, right? But in the less extreme version of that, they're like, oh, you know, maybe she's an anchor of some sort, whatever, something. So I have to be more respectful with her. It'll be harder to get her.
No, people have that.
You see what I'm saying?
People make assumptions like that.
Yeah.
And so, like, we talk about our first date where stuff went down, right? And he'll be like, I gotta be honest, like, I kind of just thought you were, like, a good girl. Which I am. I'm a good girl, but good girls like to play, too. You know what I mean? So, anyway, moral of the story, don't make assumptions about people based on whatever you're making your assumptions based on.
Okay, all right. So, last thing on this is if you are one of those guys who's timid, because, brother, I've been there. I've been there. Not only with a news anchor, which is a little more understandable, but many, 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 many times earlier. So, and you're wondering how am I supposed to make a move, right? Light touching, okay, that's the key, okay? Don't put her in a headlock, okay? Don't give her a noogie. Don't do a purple twister or whatever you call
Purple
this.
nurple?
Purple nurple. Okay, but like, hey, I'll be like, oh, shit, hey, what was that guy with the headlock in San Diego, the mayor of San Diego?
I remember that guy, but I don't remember his name.
I'm blanking on names.
Filner. Filner headlock.
Yeah, the old Filner headlock. Don't do the Uger maneuver, okay? But a light touch on the elbow, boom. And if you do the light touch on the elbow, and she goes, then be cool, try a light touch an hour later, see how it goes, right? But if she leans into your touch, all right, game on.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Right? Just trying to help. That's what we do here. Public service announcement. We should do that. We should do an ad like we do with NatureBox and stuff. Like, all right, lean into the touch. Public service announcement by the Young Turks. Never go wrong with light touching. All right, we love you guys. Have a great day. Can I see 16,000? No. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.